Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to the Venusian Light Tarot. So today we are going to be doing a pick a card reading, pick a pen, and this one is going to be for the person that's on your mind, the person that you want this reading to be about. If they could confess one thing to you, what would it be? Okay, so we're going to see what comes up here. It could be, I don't know, what's going to come up. So it could be something that they want to confess in terms of their feelings. It could be something that they have been hiding. But yeah, we'll go with it and see what comes up. So group number one is going to be the blue pen. Group number two is going to be the black pen. And group number three is going to be the red pen. Okay, so choose whichever pen sticks out to you. Let's set the intention together that this reading is going to be for whoever needs to hear it. I trust that Spirit will bring forth the messages that the viewer needs to hear about the person that's on their mind as they are watching this video. And I trust that whoever's guided here is guided for a reason. So the timestamps are down below. If you would like to book a private reading, I have my details in the description box. There is a link over to my scheduling site for full-length readings. And then I also have my Etsy shop for oracle cards, as well as mini video and written readings over there, delivered in 24 to 72 hours. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to jump into group number one whenever you're ready. Hello, group number one. If you chose the blue pen, let's go ahead and see what we have here. So if you would just think about your person, look at the pen, think about the person that's on your mind right now when you're watching this video. And let's get into it. So Spirit, please tap me into the person that's on the viewer's mind right now. So what does this person want to confess? If they could confess one thing at this time, what would it be? If this person could confess an honest thought, an honest feeling, an honest confession, what would it be? So let's see, the person on your minds. If they could confess something to the viewer right now, what would it be? The Seven of Swords. So this person, first of all, they're wanting to confess something that they've been really thinking over and over. They've been thinking hard, I'm hearing. With this raven here, this is something that has been pressuring them, weighing on them. This confession has a lot to do with this moon. Something about how the moon is shining on this person is being highlighted. So they could even want to confess something that they have done which has been deceptive. I think that this person has been avoiding confessing this to you. So we'll see more about what it is, but it feels like they're actually avoiding the confession itself in the confession. I feel like this person is, again, they've really been in their head a lot about this topic, about whatever they feel badly about. I mean, it could even just be straightforward that they did something recently to, or whenever it was, to deceive you. They could have hidden something from you. This could be like a secret that you may not even know about for some. And this person is really feeling in their head about it. It's like they haven't come to terms with this situation, or they haven't been able to let go of whatever they did or whatever they keep thinking about over and over. This person does feel guilt about this, and that could be part of what they want to say, is that they have guilt. They feel guilty. Tell me more about what this is. What does this person want to confess to you then? If they could confess anything, what do they want to confess to the viewer? I just heard something like, I don't know. I think I said, I don't know what I want. And then it kind of flew out here, the devil. So, I mean, for this pile, group number 1, I do think this person, their confession is that I don't know if maybe you, like, let's say, for example, maybe they didn't tell you this to begin with, or this is somebody that never truly admitted that they were either not ready for this or that they have some inner issues to work on. And it's like that in itself is the confession, if that makes sense. It's like that kind of feeling to where I'm even getting to that this person is aware on a spiritual level of maybe what you feel for this connection, like on a more, maybe like while you're here watching or reading, because you feel a deep level of spiritual connection to this person. And somehow their higher self is aware of that. But right now in this confession, it's like they want to just confess that they don't know what they want. And they want to tell you this, that it's like they maybe never meant to lead you on or to hurt you if they never fully expressed that. And if they already did, and you already know that this person has told you these things, it's more of like their confession has a lot to do with guilt. Just like they wish they could sort of, I don't even know, take it back is the right word, but they wish they could, I feel like this person actually feels trapped in their own body, kind of with the 4 of Pentacles here. I feel like this person feels trapped in their own game or their own situation. And that's something that they want to also say, that's like it's a weird energy, but it's like they feel like they're ruminating in their own mind about their own guilt and pain about you. Even though I think this person also, kind of another confession here, is that they have tried to hold themselves back here from wanting to reach out to you. And for some of you, if it resonates, it could even be that they have a passion for you, or they have this desire to kind of be with you passionately, or to maybe just come in quickly. And it's like that's kind of part of their confession, that I wish I could, but I know I can't because this happened, or I know I can't because I'm not ready. It's like that's the main feeling here. And I think this person has second guessed if they've made the right decisions in many ways. They may question themselves if they decided to maybe walk away from you, or if you walked away from them because of these behaviors. I think they've been second guessing, or like wondering if maybe that was the right decision or if they made the wrong decision. And I feel like this person would want to kind of confess something along those lines, because I keep getting that energy to where the confession is the confession. I don't know how else to put it. It's like the confession is that, like, this is who I am, and I, like, they could even want to like come clean about, I maybe like feel this way for you, or sometimes I want this connection, or I want to see you, or I want to see where this goes, but I also want to confess that this is how I feel, or this is my kind of guilt that I have about this. I hope that makes sense. It's kind of like, it's like that kind of feeling to where somehow they don't think that they've done right by you, or they don't think that they've been honest enough, and they know that. If this person here could confess anything to you, what would it be? Group number 1. If this person could confess anything, we have a roll of the dice, weighing pros and cons, leaving it up to fate. I think this person also would confess that they still think about a time with you. They still think about a moment that maybe you will share in the future, or a hope that maybe you'll share this moment in the future. For a few of you, this could have even have been a third party situation, or since we're asking about a confession, maybe you don't even know about the third party, just for a few of you. And it's like, that's why this person is being like, the moon is shining on them, because that's what I'm picking up on, the confession about like a confession of guilt. They might feel like, if I could be completely honest, if I could totally confess this to you, I would say that there is somebody else in the way, and that this is something that I haven't told you, and I feel badly about it because I haven't told you. That definitely could be the case for some of you. This person, again, they have this tendency to sort of come in passionately, or they have that kind of energy in general where they sort of want that from a connection or from a person, and then they sort of, maybe even if it's a third party situation, they are entertaining it in that kind of way. And it's like they want to kind of get it off their chest, sort of, that's who they are. And that's this, I feel like with the Four of Pentacles and this sort of village in the distance, I feel like this person is a bit resistant to open mindedness or to a different perspective of this connection. And so what is their confession that they want to tell you, if they could confess anything to you? Yeah, so games of the heart, push and pull, runner and chaser. They're taking me back to that message about something about the 5D versus the 3D. So some of you, the confession is that, maybe even to some level, this person could be aware of a deeper level of connection between you both. And I think that the confession is like this sense of sort of, I know about that, but I'm not able to be there, So they may even want to say something along those lines of, kind of, this is who I am. For those of you who are already connecting with them, like maybe you're talking or in a relationship, I almost kind of feel like the confession is a bit sneaky, because I think that they, in their own mind, they might kind of be putting this connection on the back burner, to be honest with you, and sort of thinking that, I hope it's going to be there, later on, or I hope that you're going to be waiting for me later on. And so that could also be the confession too, of like, I want to tell you, if I have the courage, that that I want this connection later on with you, or I want us to explore this down the road. But here are my kind of issues that I have within myself. It just keeps coming up that way of like, yeah. So let's see, anything else? What does this person want to confess to you? Okay, that's a lot. Actually, there's only two. We have unveiling the layers, getting to know the soul, slowly unfolding love, and forward footsteps, making the best possible choice on the correct path. Yeah, I feel like this person wants to also confess that they are in the active process here of trying to let go of that kind of, this person carrying the purse, like let go of what they've been holding on to, or to sort of begin to open up. I think they also want this more than they would like to admit, is something coming through. Like they feel so close to you, but yet so far. And it's all about their own self-worth here. So most of what this kind of goes back to, this confession, is about their distorted sense of self-worth. And that could be why there's that tricky energy around the moon here in the Seven of Swords, because they almost want to like come clean about that if they have not. But it's also like a very vulnerable topic to say that that this is how I feel, and this is me having like issues with intimacy. That's something that they don't know if they're ready to confess with you. But I think with this here, they also have a lot more care and kind of interest in you than they show you. And I think that for those of you again who are already involved, if they keep coming back around, or if they kind of are in this push and pull, I think if they were to be honest with you and themselves, most or a lot of the reason why they keep coming back is because they actually feel something with you on like that feeling of under the layers of this, and they have this desire to be a non-commitment phobic, or to be someone who's able to be in a commitment. And if it is something to where it's like a third party too, they might also be in the space where they want to kind of say that that kind of lifestyle is no longer really suitable for them or serving them anymore. So they're hoping that they can get to know you more, or to kind of take this further. That's something coming through. So let's see what they want to say. What are their confessions? And then we'll leave it there. Is there anything else for pile 1? If this person could confess anything at all to them, what would it be? If this person on your mind could confess anything to you, what would it be? Okay, that just kind of flew in my hand here. We have, I miss the good times between us. I wish we could catch up. So not all of these will resonate. They could be different scenarios for some people, but let's see. What do they want to confess to you? We have, being away from you doesn't feel right within my heart. So you know, that could also be too with the 7 of Swords. It's like part of the confession is that they may have made a wrong decision, or that this moon is now like, it's almost like the moon is out and we can't hide from the moon, and the moon is representing those secrets of how they really feel. And so now the moon is like, they can't run from the moon. Like, you know, they can't run from themselves, I feel. And that's something that they feel maybe that they, like, if they could say that I was wrong, or that being away from you actually doesn't feel right, but it seems like it's something that they're kind of being stubborn about. We have, I'm feeling confused about my emotions right now. Yeah, so definitely that makes sense. I feel like they definitely are feeling confused. And that is also, for those of you who are currently dealing with them, it's like they feel that that's part of it, that like, I'm confused, but I also don't want to be away from you. I'm confused, but I also don't know what I want. It's like there's definitely a lot of that. Let's get one more. What does this person want to confess to you? They also could want to confess that they've never felt this way sort of with you or with anyone else. If there's some kind of electricity here between you, I've never stopped thinking about you. So yeah, they would want to confess, if for those of you who maybe it's been a while or been a separation, they would want to confess that, like, I've never forgotten about you. I've never stopped thinking about you. I still want to catch up. I still want to speak with you. But it's like buried, you know. Beneath that, we also have, I've done too much damage in this connection and I don't have the strength to face you. And at the bottom, we have here, I want to come back to you, but I fear that it's too late. So take those how those will resonate. I'll leave it here, group number 1. I hope that this reading could help. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up and let me know if this connects with you. And I will talk to you all next time. Take care and lots of love. Hello, group number 2. If you chose the black pen, let's go ahead and see what we have for you. So if you would, just think about your person, get them on your mind, and think about them with this pen. So let's see, group number 2, Spirit, tap me into anybody that the viewer is thinking about right now as they're watching this reading. So the person that the viewer is thinking about, what does that person want to confess to you, the viewer? If they could be completely honest right now, what is the one thing that they would want to confess to you? So if they could have the courage, or if they could be completely honest, Group number 2, what does your person on your mind right now want to confess to you? Okay, let's see. What does this person want to confess to you? Group number 2, the Lovers. I'm sorry for the glare. I forgot to turn the light on or the light off above this, which I usually do, but okay, what does this person want to confess to you? This person wants to confess that there's a very deep connection that they feel for you, first of all. I feel like I'm hearing you glow. There's something about you glowing, like you really glow to this person. And I feel like you really scare them, I'm hearing. This person feels like if they could be honest and confess, it's kind of like you scare them. The intensity of this connection scares them. And I feel like they really don't want to let you go. They don't like the idea of letting you go. And so it's kind of like I feel this person, they feel, again, very strongly for you. Regardless of what the circumstances are, the way they're coming up here in this confession is that they feel very strongly for you. And I almost feel like they never told you this, I'm hearing for some, or they just never kind of expressed the extent of how they feel for you. And it's I feel it's almost like a bit of a thorn in their side is something coming up to where they, especially if you're not together, if you are together, then, they're just saying that they feel this incredible passion and feelings for you. But if you're not together, or if this is like a separation, I lost now what I was going to say, but let's see a little bit more. Group number 2, what does this person want to say to you? What is their confession, if they could confess anything to you? Okay, so 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, this person, it's almost like they're it's like they're kind of running around and hoping that time doesn't run out. Like they feel like they are trying to get things in order and trying to sew this thing here and the strings. It's like they feel flustered. They feel like they don't want to lose this opportunity. They don't want this to go to waste. And I feel like this is why it's coming up as a confession, because I feel like, again, I don't know, for most of you, they probably haven't told you this. This could be happening in the background, or it's just like, not everyone will act on their confessions. It could even just be something that they've always thought, but they haven't been able to sort of materialize it. But it's like they are, running around trying to put all the pieces together so that they don't lose the opportunity for this connection with you. I feel this person also feels that they have a fear of rejection when it comes to you. So they would even say something along the lines of here's what you are to me, or this is how I see you, but I don't see myself maybe in the same way of being able to offer that to you, because I don't know if I'm enough for you. And so I think that they are, and if this is someone that you're actively with too, just take it how it's going to resonate. They could also feel that way right now, that what they haven't told you is that they, in the back of their mind, they wonder if they are enough for you, or if what they're offering to you right now will kind of match what you provide in the relationship. So I definitely feel like this person, I feel like if there is some kind of interference here, it feels more like it's maybe something that they have to, like some cultural difference maybe for a few of you, or something connected to family, or what they feel like they have to do day to day. I think that's coming up too, because they haven't been able to stop thinking about you, and they haven't been able to get you off their mind. And it's really something that they, like I said, it's sort of a thorn in their side in a way, to where that's something that they would want to confess, or that maybe, I don't know if they want to confess it, but I don't know. Let's see a little bit more, but it feels like that's what's coming up here. What does this person want to confess to you, group number 2? 8 of Pentacles. I keep seeing this 10 of Swords, so I'm going to take it out here. Yeah, this person, they also want to confess, if this is someone that you've already let go of, it's almost like they have, you know, regrets about not doing enough to keep you there, or not doing enough to keep this connection afloat. And I feel like they look back to this, you know, they look back to sort of what could have been a lot. And I'm hearing, I've got my eye on you. So they do have their eye on you. They would want to confess, again, with the Lovers here, that there's something that always goes back to like how they feel about you. If this is somebody that you don't really have like a full-on history with, or someone that you haven't really explored things with, they could just be wanting to confess that they have this interest towards you. They have this maybe crush on you, or it's more than a crush. It's like some feeling of a deep bond with you, or that you could be somebody that would like understand them really well. You would be someone that would be such a good match for them. And they might be feeling that like, I don't have the courage to say so though. But in this reading, I want to confess that that is deeply how I feel. But I feel this person, for those of you who it's a separation, because there's different groups of you, there's also still sadness with this. I feel this person, if they've tried to move on, they still carry some level of sadness about you and about the disappointments kind of this connection. There is a lot of that, like looking back maybe at what once was, looking back to kind of the ghost of this connection. This person also wants to confess, again, I'm getting that they don't know if they're enough, I keep seeing, and there's something with the 8 of Pentacles to where they are aware that you are somebody who deserves like a high value person or partner. And it seems like that's what's coming through too. Like with the 8 of Pentacles, they are like sort of wanting to confess that it's almost like, I wish I could have been that for you. I wish I could be this with you. Even if you already shared that, it's like, I wish that was me, but that can't be me because of this. Like they're trying to come up with different scenarios or different situations to why this couldn't work, or why this didn't work. Or why they can't be with you. This person does fantasize a lot about coming towards you, for those of you who it's a separation, and kind of asking you, or almost like I'm getting like spilling out their feelings. Like they could even maybe fantasize sometimes about the day where, I don't know, maybe if they've been drinking or something, or just like it feels like a huge confession of like, this is how I've always felt about you. This is the emotions that I've always kept within for you that I never told you. And it's like that would be opening up a huge can of worms. And they somehow fantasize about that, or they think about what would happen, or they wonder what would happen. This person feels that they've messed up a lot though. They feel like they've done something to mess up this connection. And so it's like they would be coming back to this with their tail between their legs, is what I'm hearing. And they feel that for some of you who've completely moved on, or this has been a while, again, there's like a fantasy about like, have you moved on, or what are you up to these days? What, like I keep getting the word fantasize for some reason. They fantasize about like, you know, like playing it back in their head. Mainly for those of you who it's been a while, this part, it's like, wouldn't it be nice if I reached out and you were single, and that we could kind of pick up where we left off? Something like that they think about. Yeah, see, heavy and regret. This definitely, for this pile, they do have a lot of regret. What does this person want to confess to you? Group number 2, if they could confess anything to you right now. This person wants to confess that you made them very nervous, that there's this feeling of like you make them nervous, or you made them nervous. They felt that they were maybe not communicating fully how they felt about you. And it's like they want to come through in the reading to say that it was never about a lack of the passion that they had for you, or the desire that they have for you. it had something else to do with, like, they had other things going on, or they had to tend to their work or their finances or other priorities. And there's something they want to keep getting across about that. Like, their confession for this pile feels like they want to keep reiterating, like, this is how I feel for you. This is how strongly I feel for you. Don't think that this is because I didn't feel strongly for you. Like that. And again, this is their confession. So it's coming up as, like, you know, kind of something secret within them, or if they could be honest, which they probably haven't, and maybe they won't. I don't know, but it feels like that. Like they kind of keep wanting to just say how strongly they feel about you. We have silent contemplation, complex love, seeking the answers. Yeah, this person goes back and forth a lot with what happened between you both. They do think about you a lot. And for some, if they have kind of moved on to something else, or you've moved on, or it's been a while, they seem to compare, like, other people to you, or they seem to compare their life now versus what could have happened if they would have chosen you, you know, if they would have made this connection work. They look up to you in some certain way as well. They may see that you are thriving, or that you have, like, a business going for yourself, or they just look up to you. So I'm not going to take all these because I want to pull them out a different way, but I'm noticing we have this mysterious allure. Like I said, they do keep an eye on you. Let's see. What do they want to confess to you? Group number 2. If they could confess anything to you, yeah. Electric love. Again, they feel such an electricity with you. They feel such a passion for you. They feel such a chemistry with you. And I feel like this person also, if this was like something quick, or like a fleeting encounter, or if you never got things off the ground, they feel like, and I lost the message again. I think it was the same message too. It just kind of went away. It's like they want this so much, and they seem to have some kind of hope. I'm going to get their messages to you in a second, but it's like they seem to have some kind of hopes, like, about this connection. They think about it. They wonder if it's too late. They wonder if maybe there will be an opportunity with you both again. Or if you are, I think for most of you, you're probably not, like, together, but if you are together, maybe they just are wondering, like, contemplating sort of how this is going to work, you know. What do they want to confess to you? Group number 2. What is their confession for you? We have drowning the pain, empty emotions, coping mechanisms, nothing compares, subtle soul pull, and unconditional lure. Yeah, I feel like this person also has, in some ways, tried to deny this connection, or in a lot of ways maybe. And I feel like it's because of a coping mechanism of them being just, like, not able to kind of deal with the intensity of the connection. And so they think if they could confess this, it would be like, I secretly, like, you know, don't want to be in this other situation if there is, or I don't want to be denying this connection. But it's like they almost, like, feel like they don't have another choice, because they have this like problem within themselves, you know. But there's such a lure towards you. There's like a pull towards you that they constantly feel, this intangible pull towards you. And I don't think they really openly admit this, or I don't think they really talk about this often, it feels like to me. So what does this person want to say to you? If they could say anything to you, what is their confessions? And these will not connect with everybody. They could be different scenarios for different people. So take what's going to resonate. But what does this person want to confess to you? This person actually could research something about spiritual topics or spiritual connections. I'm seeing like an activation around their crown chakra. And I'm seeing someone sitting at night and scrolling on their phone, researching articles and stuff about that. So maybe they just are in this deep, complex thought process about this connection and about like trying to put the pieces together. You could have very much changed their life in that way, or changed kind of their viewpoint on things, whether they want to admit it. What do they want to confess to you? Yeah, my pride and ego has been holding me back from expressing my feelings to you. That's what I'm getting with that Ten of Swords too. It's like with drowning the pain, they want to say that it has nothing to do with kind of them not wanting to. It's just that I feel like this person has to open their mind a little bit more to the idea of this. They have this fear. They could be very like materially focused. Maybe they're very focused on career. They could be really concerned about their image in the world. But it's like eating them alive though. Something about this connection, when they stop and think about it, it's like it really like irritates them, you know, because of how they feel. I'm making lifestyle changes so I can give you what you deserve. So some of you actually this person could be with the Eight of Pentacles here too. They might be wanting to make those changes. They've been contemplating this. They've been thinking about what can I do? And if you are already in a connection with this person, they might actually be, you know, secretly doing that so that they can be a better person for you and to, you know, maybe kind of not have the same issues or the same arguments or whatever that might be. Yeah, they really don't want to let this go though. My mind always comes back to you and it drives me crazy. Yeah, like they really feel like they don't know why this happens. Like it just keeps coming back to you, whatever that means for you. If it's been a long time, or if it's been just that they try to stray kind of and not take this connection seriously, keep it more as like a situationship, but it just doesn't work. Okay, one more. What does this person want to confess to you? We have, I'm too scared to reach out to you, so I'm asking others about you. So if it is a separation, that's also the case too. It's like again, this person they really have to be the one to do something. And right now they're sitting in that Ten of Swords energy. At the bottom here, or not the bottom, but beneath that, we have, I thought I made the right decision, but I'm seeing now that it was wrong. And at the bottom, we have, I understand if you don't want to talk to me again, but will you give me a chance to explain? Yeah, so that's what I was saying too with the Three of Pentacles. They may have, I think there's something that came up about that. Like they may have made the wrong decision, or they may have, like they're really just contemplating and reevaluating all of their choices with this. So I will leave it here for you, group number 2. I hope that this reading could help. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. And let me know if it connected with you. And I'm sending you lots of love. Take care. And I will see you next time. Hello, group number 3. If you chose the red pen, let's go ahead and see here. What is your person wanting to confess to you, if they could be completely honest? So go ahead and think about your person as you look at the pen, the person that you have on your mind right now. Okay, so Spirit, tap me in, please, to the person that the viewer is thinking about as they're watching this reading right now. So can you show me, what is this person that they're thinking about? What do they want to confess to the viewer? If they could confess anything here, if they could be completely honest with the viewer about anything, what is the one thing that they would want to confess to you? What is the one thing that this person on the viewer's mind wants to confess to you? Okay, let's see. What do they want to confess to you? Group 3, this person on your mind. 3 of Cups. So I'm getting this energy with the Page of Swords, the 3 of Cups. It almost feels like some kind of intermixing or intermingling of energies. So I feel like this person, for some reason, maybe some of you who chose this will be different for all of you, but this might be someone that you haven't really spoken to fully, because I'm almost getting this feeling of this person wanting to say hello to you, but you're in a crowd and they can't find you, or you have a lot of people around you. So it's like they're trying to figure out, how am I going to say hi to you when you have all these other people or when you are busy? They've definitely been doing a lot of thinking about you. I feel like this person thinks quite a bit about you. It actually feels very like recent to me. So maybe if you chose this, again, not for all of you, but maybe it's something to where you have been actively talking recently, or there's like something recently which has been very active within their mind about you. And it's like, it feels fresh though. It doesn't feel like it's distant or old, you know, if that makes sense. But this person, what they want to confess to you, I feel like they want to confess that they are looking for you. They're looking for you. They're trying to search for you. They want something from you, but for some reason they feel like they haven't attained it, or they can't quite get through to you. But they want this, like they want something from you. What do they want to confess to you? Group number 3, this person. What does this person want to confess? Ace of Cups. Yeah, I mean, for this pile, this person wants to confess that they feel they really like you. I'm hearing they really like you, or they really care for you or love you. It feels like there's something with your smile. I'm hearing they really like your smile. They really want something to develop here, like very much so. They want something to move forward with you. They want to speak with you. They want to further the connection with you that you've already developed. So the confession has more to do here with, if they did sort of escape this connection or try to run away from the connection, I feel like they lied about that. Like they wasn't really what they truly felt. And I think that when they're honest about this, it's like, I feel they just want to go all in here. So I don't know if maybe for some of you, there's like a situation to where they're showing you things that are different, but it's like what they actually truly want to confess is that they want this. So I'm not sure what that is or why that feels that way, but it's like that kind of feeling to where they want this a lot more than they've shown you. I feel like for some of you also, this could be someone from the past. There's different groups. And if that's the case, they really want a second chance, because I'm seeing with the 6 of Cups here too. Yeah, for this pile, they definitely want you a lot. There's a lot of emotion here with you. They want a second chance with you. And I feel like they feel kind of nervous, because for a lot of you, this feels like it's very soon to happen. So for some of you, again, you could already be talking, you could have heard from somebody from the past, or they are getting ready to, it feels like, or at least that's what their confession is about, that like, I really want this very soon. Like I can't really, like I want to have this with you. I feel like this person has been, again, thinking a lot about you. They might also want to confess that like, I've been thinking so much about you and I don't know why it just kind of never stops, or I replay this and I think about this all the time. What do they want to confess to you, group 3, this person? What do they want to confess to you? There's the Page of Swords again. Yeah, there's a feeling here of Ten of Swords, the Hierophant. I feel like this person wants to actually quite literally confess to you. Like with the book here and the Page of Swords, they actually might want to write you a message or to send you something in the physical world. You know, it's like the other two piles were not, it was more of like an energy. This feels more like they actually do want to confess something physically to you. And I feel like it has to do with sort of this realization that they've had about you with the Judgment card here too. And getting to the point where it feels like there's almost this switch of energy somehow. So if it is somebody that you recently met, or if it's somebody that's from the past, it's like maybe either meeting you or something switched kind of within their mind here, which made them realize that I want this now kind of feeling, or this is what I want, is kind of what it feels like. They've realized that, and they want to confess that to you. Like, this is what I want. You are who I want. I feel they also have a genuinely good time with you. Okay, so with the Three of Cups here, again, different groups of you for this pile, but if you are already talking, hanging out, it's like they want to say that they really have such a good time with you, and they really feel a way that they don't feel elsewhere or with others. And it feels like they, if you've had like a temporary disconnect in communication, maybe they don't like that feeling. They want to reestablish that. They want to reestablish the communication with you. And because of the fact that they really enjoy your presence. This person also might want to confess that they may have had a different perspective or a different opinion about you or the connection in the past, and they have come to the realization that they were wrong about that. And again, with the Hierophant here, it's like I feel like this person, though, is either quite evolved or they've gotten to the point of being evolved, and it's like they kind of want to show that, you know, or they want to reveal that to you, that like, this is how I've changed. This is what I want now. This is who I am now. And they seem to be in a very like a better place. For some of you also, if there was an ending in their own personal life, or if they went through something difficult, it's like they also kind of want to, like, it's taught them a lot to be a different person, or it's taught them how to be more in control of themselves, or to like, again, evolve, to learn things more. And they feel like there's something with you that's like, you could help them with this, or you are a breath of fresh air. Okay, yeah, I was just gonna show that to you, but then it flew out. So we have divinely guided, a divinely protected love, sacred souls colliding, and the universe orchestrating events. So what they want to confess to you. Yeah, they want to confess that. It just keeps coming up. I mean, I think this person is fairly open with their emotions, or in this confession they are, at least. It feels like they want to confess that, like with this Hierophant here, you know, again, there's this feeling of like you kind of click here in their heart with Ace of Cups. The two of you have it going on together on a deeper level. Or you would be someone that would be like a good fit for them if it's a fairly new person. What does this person want to confess to you? Group number 3. If this person could confess anything, what would it be? Missing you silently. So swimming in memories and nostalgic emotions. Yeah, and if this is somebody, again, from the past, they've seen you in a completely different light. Like with the Ace of Cups here, it's almost like I keep getting like a switch went off. Something to where they've seen you in a totally different light, and they miss you. They really miss talking with you. They really miss your energy. Even if it's only been like a few days, but others of you, it's been a longer time, but it's like they just miss you. And I feel like they want to confess this, that it's like that cliche phrase, I didn't know what I had until you were gone, I'm hearing. So I do think that with that Hierophant, You know, that's what this is. They could be looking you up on social media, I'm getting as well, because their confession with this feels like they, for the most part, I feel like they're almost ready to confess this if they haven't, or if you haven't heard from them. But I do think that there's a part of them that's kind of, you know, maybe sitting in the background here and feeling these things, but again, like I said in the very beginning, maybe looking for you in the crowd, not knowing like maybe what are you up to nowadays, or how can I reach you, or kind of like there's some divine purpose here that they do feel with the divinely protected and the Hierophant. They feel a level of divine purpose or divine love with you, and that's part of their confession. What do they want to confess to you? Group number 3. What do they want to confess to you? Okay, so we have on the run and we have getting in the way. So for some, with the Page of Swords and the Ten of Swords, they definitely could have run from this connection, or there could have been a karmic interference, a third party. And I feel like the confession is that they were involved in that. The confession is that that was wrong, or maybe even to some level for some I'm getting that they're avoiding the actual other third party, but others of you I'm getting that they're avoiding maybe, or they haven't told you this fully, so their confession is sort of like maybe something else didn't work, or it didn't really go the way that they wanted it to go, and now they miss you, and now they feel like this Hierophant kind of leads them to discover more about themselves and about this connection. Because that could be with the Three of Cups. There's a group of people here, even though this I feel like is you, and this could be something else. It almost feels like, where are you now? You know, if it has been a while for others of you, like, where are you now? Have you found your tribe now? Have you sort of moved on with new people now? Am I still in your mind now because I ran from this connection before? You know, there's like a cracking open of the heart here. Yeah, and I do feel too, this person might actually want to have a heart-to-heart with you, or they think about that a lot. They think about sort of expressing their feelings in a mature way. Like, they think about that. I don't know if they're ready for that or not, but maybe they are, but it just feels like they kind of think about sort of how they can connect with you on like a deep, vulnerable, and emotional level that they haven't experienced before, or that they weren't able to find elsewhere. Because this feels like a very kind of pure love, or potential for the two of you to have like a deep connection beyond just like a physical connection with this Ace of Cups. And so I feel like they really think about that. That's what they want to confess also, that they kind of either miss the chats between you both, or they miss the feeling of unconditional love. They miss the feeling of what that was that they, again, didn't find. But if it is somebody newer, it's just that they feel like this is refreshing since they met you. You're a breath of fresh air. And I feel like if that's the case, if it's a newer person, they want to sort of say that they know kind of your value, and if they've acted a little hot and cold or wishy-washy with you, it just feels like it's because of, it's almost like they want to protect you in some certain way too, like because they see the value of this connection. So let's see what they want to confess here in terms of their messages to you. What does this person want to confess to you? Group number 3. And these will not resonate with all of you. They could be different scenarios for different people, so just take what's going to resonate. What does this person want to confess? If they could say anything to you right now and confess anything to you, what would it be? They could want to take you on a date, I'm getting, or to hang out with you. It's almost like I'm getting somebody's out of the shower and they're like waiting to come over or something. We have, I miss the good times between us. I wish we could catch up. What do they want to confess to you? You've always been the one. No other can take your place. Yeah, so that's a lot of what I've been getting here. So they want to confess to you. I don't know why I'm getting this energy of like, it's actually really funny. I'm hearing somebody say, this is really funny. I'm hearing somebody say, just slap me then because I deserve it. And it's like, I'm seeing somebody standing there and just like, yeah, I know I deserve for you to slap me in the face. And they're just standing there and waiting for you to slap them. But it's like in a joking way somehow. It's kind of funny. But so we have, I don't feel right without you in my life. What does this person want to confess to you? But yeah, I think that's what I was saying too. They don't feel right without you in their life. I'm still in love with you despite the separation and the distance. So yeah, I mean, this person seems to be pretty crazy about you, it feels like. They definitely have a lot of love for you. They don't feel right without you. You're the one for them. And I do think the universe kind of backs that up here with this card, that this is a divine connection. Let's get one more. And I keep seeing that slapping. It's like something where like, I know I was wrong and I know I deserve for you to slap me. What's one more for pile number 3? What do they want to say to you? I wonder if we could have made this work if we would have done things differently. So I think that they, with the Hierophant, that's what I was saying with the Judgment too. They may have had like a moment where they've realized how they were wrong in many ways, or what they in the past did that wasn't really aligned, kind of, you know? And we're just looking at their confessions. It doesn't always mean that they're going to take action. It just depends on your situation. Maybe they will. Maybe they're just going to think about this for a while longer and maybe not take action. I'm not sure, but it definitely feels like that's at least the energy that they're going through right now. And then we also have here, I am leaving a third party because all I can think about is you. So there was something that came up about that with something came up with the other people or the Page of Swords. So yeah, that could be for some of you that they are leaving a third party because they want to return, or they want this connection with you because of how strong it is. And at the bottom, I've been sending you energy from afar to let you know that you've been on my mind. So I will leave it here, group number 3. I hope that this reading could help. Definitely let me know if you'd like how it connected with you. And please give it a thumbs up if you enjoy it. I'd appreciate it. And I will talk to you all next time. Take care and lots of love.